Welcome back. In this video, I wanted to go over Addigy's new feature, Prebuilt Apps. Now, Prebuilt Apps is a replacement eventually for smart software. They work very similarly, but Prebuilt Apps definitely has some advantages that I think are worth going over. So I'm going to hop over to my Addigy instance here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to Catalog and Software. And across the top, you'll now see pre-built apps as there alongside smart software and public software. And depending on where you're looking at the software, you'll have Apple apps there as well. But today we just want to focus on pre-built software. So let's start with some context of public software. In public software, you can see one of the disadvantages is it takes forever for that page to load. And you have all of these different versions that automatically show up in there, making it a little hard to sometimes figure out what you're looking at or what version you actually want to deploy. So if we toggle over to pre-built apps, that page loads quicker and you can see it's a more unified experience. You're seeing just the app displayed, not all the different versions. So if we take 1Password, for example, here, I want to start by looking at the view app details page here. And what this shows us is it gives us a little synopsis of the app. It shows what the different versions are. So if you want a specific version that's not the latest, you can certainly deploy that. It tells you, what architecture it is, whether it's Intel or Apple Silicon, what the minimum OS requirements are. And the other thing that it does is if there are PPPC profiles, system extensions, or service management extensions that are required, those profiles Addigy is building for you, which is really nice. So you don't have to add them yourself after the fact. They add them for you and they get deployed with the app on install. And that's great. So it doesn't give any time for things to get screwed up if they're in the wrong order or if you forget to add the PPPC or anything like that. It's adding them in there for you already so that they are ready to go when they open the app. Like normal, Addigy has their installation and condition scripts, basically checking to say, hey, if there's a newer version of this already installed, don't install it, that kind of stuff. When we actually go to deploy it, we have several options. So if we want to do this, say we want to push it out to my clients group here, I can do configure settings. And then we have some options. We can do update only, which means that it's not going to go and install that app. It's only going to patch that app if it's already installed on computers, which is really nice. You can have it say that I want to just approve that latest version and have it auto update, or you can still approve it every time there's a new version. So if you select this, every time there's a new version that comes out, you'll just have to come and approve that. For this example, we're just going to do latest and auto update. And then you can enforce the users to have that install at a certain period. So you can have that be the next deployment and then it'll just run, or you can have it be a certain number of days. So if we say 3 days here, what happens is the user will get a pop-up that says, hey, you have an update for 1Password. Your organization is giving you 3 days to run that update. Would you like to run that now? Or would you like to defer that and run it later? And so if they click defer, I believe it's every 8 hours, it'll run again. And then they'll have the opportunity to do that. Now that only happens if the app is open. So if the app is already closed, it's just going to go ahead and run that update in the background. It's not going to prompt the user. But if they're in there, they're working on it, they have it open in the background, it will give them that message and say, do you want to do this now or later, which is nice. Once you have that, all you have to do is do save. And now you can see that we have assigned one policy for 1Password. I think this update is really great. It's a great quality of life improvement. It kind of builds on public software, making it better already. And it just makes personally my life easier as far as having to patch apps, build PPPC profiles and all that kind of stuff, and just making it a better experience, I think, than public software. A couple things for pre-built apps that are still in the works. They still don't have quite every app that is in public software, though I would say they have the vast majority at this point, but there are still a few that aren't in there. And this still is not available in self-service yet. That is coming. I know they are actively working on that at the time of recording this video, but as of this recording, that is still not working yet. So that's it for today's video. If you want to give Addigy a try, definitely use our link here, cranstonit.addigy.com/signup. That gives you a free 2-week trial to test out all these features that I go over in these videos. If you have any questions about Addigy or Apple management in general, definitely leave a comment for a video I can make on that in the future, or you can contact me on one of the methods below, Marshall_CAT on the Mac Admin Slack channel, Marshall@cranstoninc.com via email, or on our website, cranstonit.com. Thanks so much for watching.